Guys, welcome back. This video is in continuation with my SQL series, and today's topic of uh, uh, topic of the video is you all know it's very famous and it's very important in coding round interview and even in the SQL interview, people ask these questions about this very important topic of Windows function. So, what is the Windows function? And in what scenario will we be using Windows function? And the main topic of this video would be to visualize the Windows function, visualize visualize the Windows function in such a way that you won't forget in future. So if anyone asks you in future what is Windows function, you will be able to explain in very clear and concise way. To begin with a standard definition. A Windows function allows you to perform some calculation on set of rows such that it is related to the current row. I will come to this line. What does it mean related to the current row? And uh, without reducing reducing it to single value. I will also come back to this statement as well. Because this statement I feel is very confusing. You know about the set performing calculation on set of rows is obvious because, for example, in the example that we would be discussing, it's about allocating the rank to the employees who according to their salary based on the department. So we will be doing the rank based on per department. So only at the time we will be allocating rank per department to that set of rows. So that is what the calculation of performing, allowing the calculation of certain set of rows. That's what it means. That's very easy to understand. But what does it mean that it is such that it is related to the current row and without reducing it to the single value? We'll come back to that. But let's just understand uh, some basic theory about it. Basic theory about the Windows function. So what are the types of Windows function? So there are two types of Windows function. Number one is the ranking Windows function that is used for ranking. And in that ranking, there are two type of ranks, a normal ranking function and advanced rank function. Another is a normal row number. We just assign a row number for each row. That's what it is. And the second type of Windows function is aggregation Windows function. Aggregation Windows function. So what it does is just do aggregation on the certain set of data, like sum. You know the average aggregation functions, right? So those are the aggregation functions. Having said this, before coming to the visualization part, I just want to carry, give you a syntactic notation of the Windows function. So there in Windows function, there are two parts. So let me come back here. There are two parts. One here. So the left side part is where you're gonna write the Windows function. Then in the middle, you will say Windows function is applied over what? What will be there in the right hand side? Over the part of data where you want to apply this Windows function. Okay, part of data. So Windows function on the left hand side, on the right hand side, there will be the part of data where you want to apply that Windows function. Coming back to the visualization here, so I've created a very metamorphical diagram. It is not very related with the real thing which is happening in the background. Don't take it in that way, but consider it as a metaphor to understand and visualize the Windows function. So here, consider an SQL table that contains the data of employees working in my company in different departments with having their different salary. And I want to rank the employees based on their salary in each department. So, so what I will do here, I will be using, since I need to rank it, I will be using ranking Windows function. You can see I've considered a row from that page. For the employee, for example, here the employee name is Ramesh, who's working in the finance department and having a salary of 50,000. I want to rank him based on the department. And so here is the ranking function. And when I'm writing as, let's say, rank over, so under over, if you can see this whole circular diagram, under over, we will have the partition and the order by. Any ranking function would require a order by, because the ranking would be based on the salary, and your highest salary will be ranked first. Otherwise, it will by default it will go by ascending order, not the descending order. If you want to specify it in descending order, you have to specify order by. That is compulsory. So you will do a partition. Since here we need to do by department, partition by department. So you can see this is what is happening here. Partition by department. So you can see the partitions have been done based on department. Yeah, all the finance department employees, the salaries have been listed. All the sales department employees, their salary have been listed. And because of the order by descending order, so this will help. You can see. So this will help to rank the employees according to their salary in descending order. You can say the highest salary, the employee who got the highest salary will be ranked first. Similarly, in the sales department, similarly in the finance department, and it will get and lastly it will get me the rank for which row I've selected. So that rank is one according to this calculation. So that's what visualization here is. The important thing to note here is here the requirement was to rank it overall, not just based on department, but across my all department. Then I do at the Windows, then the Windows is just, let me give you a definition of what do you mean by window. The window is just a snapshot of your data, of your bigger data. And if you don't, so this snapshot is you can define it by partition keyword. And if you don't specify the partition keyword, then it will consider the entire table as a snapshot. Important thing. This is important thing. What did I say? So you, if you not specify partition in Windows function, like here, rank over order by salary descending. So this will consider the, the rank across all departments instead of each department. So, so you see, that's how it's gonna be. So in this case, so in this way, you don't have to then even write it. You can just do in select clause, you can just do order by, and you can just get uh, um, the salary of an employee who is the topmost, who has the highest salary. But that is another case. But if you want someone who is ranking between 1 to 10, list me the list of employees whose salary rank between 1 to 10. Then in that case, this is helpful because this is essentially helping to rank us. And that has been said. So what I want to specify here, the importance of the keyword partition. If it is not there, it will consider the entire table as a window, not the particular part. So here, coming back. So here the window is the here in this case the window is per department. So you can see the data and you can ranking you are applying the ranks based on the of department window of department. So that's what it is. So having said this, this is important thing to remember that left hand side you have Windows function over right hand side you have the data on which you are applying the Windows function. So having said this, just coming back to just give you a small definition of aggregation function. Aggregation function, Windows function is very simple, like simple than the ranking function. That's why I have taken it later on. So it's very simple. You're just applying an average function. For example, if you want to find the average salary um, of in each department for the employee, so you can do average salary over partition by partition by department. So here you don't require order by because there is no order. You don't require order. It is required you to do the partition. So aggregation function doesn't require order by function. Windows function. Let's not forget this function doesn't require doesn't require order by. Okay. So I think so I have covered everything, and I hope this visualization helped you to see the Windows function in a different way, not just a static syntactical way, but this will help you to even speak in interview and relate with the definition. Just to end with a small thing. So how this is related? So when I for a given row, for example, in this when I talked about the definition, so the second statement after this perform some calculation of the set of to perform it allows you to perform calculation on set of rows such that it is related to the current row. How it is related to the current row? So for example, here in this example where I am getting the rank based on department, so it will allocate the rank to the Ramesh based on the rank that he got. It will match this partition row and the partition that we have, the row that we have currently pointing to. And so it will consider the department name as the combined key, and it will match it, and then it will give the rank that rank to that particular row. In this way, it tries to rank. So that's how it is. So that's how it is related to the current row. It is mapping, combining all the columns as a key, and it will map it, and it will get the rank without reducing it to a single value. Is it reducing it to a single value? Windows function doesn't reduce because for each row it will allocate the rank. For each row it will allocate the rank. You can see. So it is not reducing into a single value like what normal aggregation function does. It is not giving a scalar value. For each row it's giving the rank or aggregation based on the function that we select. So that's what I just want to end with many people have confusion in the standard definition. So that's what I just want to end it with this. And so I hope this was helpful to you guys and because I find this helpful and this is very clear now in my mind as well. Anyone speak to ask me about these windows, I will be very straightforward, very much will be it will be so easy to explain in a very simpler way. So thank you for listening to me and see you again. Thank you. Bye bye.